Hello there, Warren. My name is JP Letnick. I'm friends with Monica Fraser, and in this video I'm going to show you some of the preliminary research we've done in order to basically find out if we're able to work with you and help you get more clients for your business. So here we are on your website. This is a good-looking website. Honestly, it's been well designed aesthetically, but from what we can tell by doing some background research and whatnot, is the site is definitely outdated for the current regulations and rules that the search engines have in order to make sure that you do show up on the front of the search engines properly. And there's a few things that we can go into more detail later on. But basically, the first thing I'm going to show you is here is a report that we have created through the software that we have, which goes through most of all the aspects of your website, and it gives you some examples of things you can do to work on to fix the site itself. But you're going to find this link in an Excel doc on Google that I'm going to link to you right now. But essentially, you're going to see that link right here so you can see the full report in this document. Also, what you'll find in this document are the keyword recommendations that we've come up with. Also, some keywords that you're already targeting on your website that really have almost no bearing or doesn't help you at all because they're getting either no search traffic or they're too highly competitive that you're never going to rank for them. So this is going to give you some important data. It's also going to give you the link to this video right here that you're watching right now. So this is going to be a little Excel document that basically you have access to all of the data that we did on the preliminary research. But first things first, quickly going to go through this little report for you. What you can see is if we scroll down is that currently it doesn't find that you have any Google Places, any Foursquare or Yelp or other business directories linked up with the same business information as your current business on your website. Setting these up is very helpful for the search engine rankings because it shows that you have community social proof where people can leave reviews for your services that you have, which increases your ranking in the eyes of the search engines. Now, also, if we keep scrolling down a little further, we can see that your website, when it shows the two different areas here, you've got your iPad version, your mobile, it isn't mobile responsive. It basically just shows your full site. This is very difficult for mobile users to navigate, and it'd be highly recommended that you have some sort of mobile interface created or attached to your site because a lot of users like myself use our mobile devices now in order to search the web, and more so than our computers, especially for the new age generation. Now, another thing that as we're going through this report, is on some old web browsers, if somebody types www. Sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce your website name because I'm probably going to mess it up, but if they type in www. before your website name, some web browsers are not going to be able to recognize that. Now, the newer ones will automatically try both versions with and without the www. But what you will find is that sometimes it won't work. So that's something that we can fix for you as well. Another thing that's going to help you with your online optimization is you need a sitemap. Basically, it's a little document that we can put into the back of your website, which tells the little robots from the search engines what to do when they get to your site, because right now they have no idea what they're doing. They just scroll through randomly through your website. So that's important. Another thing that is hindering your SEO, your online optimization efforts, is you have underscores within your domain. So within pages that you have on your site, you have underscores. This is actually hindering your SEO efforts because the robots and search engines don't really like symbols inside of the URLs. So something to take a look at. Also, what we're going to find here is that your description is a little too long to properly fit into the Google preview. So as you can see here, the Google preview shows you that it gets cut off. You want to make sure that your description is less than roughly about 160 characters. That's going to enable the full thing to show up in the Google and other search engine description previews. Also, what we're finding here is that your keywords, you have too many keywords inside for your keyword descriptions, your meta descriptions for your keywords. And a lot of these, as you'll see in the document that I created for you, like Yukon Territory Fishing Lodge, gets no searches. Incentive and corporate trips gets no searches. Yukon Fishing Lodge only gets 10 searches per month. So those are key terms that you could remove from your meta description, your meta tags, it helps the little search engine robots have a clear idea of what your site's about, but also you're not targeting any words that isn't going to benefit you at all. So that's something to clean up a little bit. Some headings. We find that on your site you have a lot of these headings, but they're not properly tagged with the proper coding. So the search engine robots, when they come, they see all the text as one big layout, and if you're not coding it properly, then they're just seeing it all as body text and not separating it. So it's kind of hard for them to distinguish which sections are different from other sections. Something very important to look into. Also, all of the images that were found through this little research don't have the proper background coding text. So when the robots come from the search engines to your site and they look at your images, they don't see any images because they're not coded properly. Now that only takes a little bit of tweaking in order to make it so that they can see an image. Uh, not very difficult at all, but it is important so that your images can be listed in the search engine's image galleries, but also to be counted as content towards your ranking on your website. And if we keep going down a little bit further, if we find you don't have a blog, now this is just from our we haven't been able to find one at all, and this is quite important these days because the search engines basically require you to have a lot of fresh content being put onto your site on a regular basis regarding the your industry. So whether that's adding videos from YouTube and embedding them into your site as a post, or adding text or images, but adding posts, adding new content on a regular basis, it's going to help with your ranking online. So adding a blog to your website is important. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, we're going to find that we see there's no analytics on your website, which basically means we currently don't see any tracking. So you probably, if you do, we don't know, the site software didn't pick up the code, but this typically indicates that you don't have any tracking software on your website that's letting you know how many people come to your site, which pages they go to, where they came from, how many of them are dropping off of your website, and where and when, whether they come to your website and then leave right away, and how many percentages of those people do that. All this data is very valuable to you to be able to find out what marketing strategies are effective. So this is something that we really recommend to be implemented. It doesn't cost anything to do. It's a free tool from Google to add Google Analytics to your site. But what we really want to make sure that it is clear is your website is aesthetically pleasing. The colors are excellent. The photos are great. But the site itself is outdated, as I mentioned at the beginning. Now we have a very strong proven track record with clients. We can offer many customer examples of rankings that we currently have that we're holding at first page positions and first place positions as well for a lot of our clients, if you would like those. However, in order to make SEO, search engine optimization, effective, a website is the foundation of that whole process. So our highest recommendation is to have the website completely revamped. Now we can keep basically the color scheme, we can keep the fishing line in the header if that's what you like, the logos, we can keep the basic same kind of design and aesthetic look, but we need to be able to move it over into a new coded design which has a blog, which is mobile responsive, so that's good for mobile viewers. It has the new HTML5 coding. You have a lot more of the headers, the meta description, meta keywords, the image descriptions, all that is already properly built in. The sitemap is in there, the analytics is in there, and that way it's also going to enable you to have full control over your site, where you can add unlimited pages, unlimited posts, you can add unlimited images, you can add videos, anything you want, and you would have full control of it as well. So that would be my top recommendation to start off with. And if you are only wanting to do SEO for your current site, we can, but we wouldn't be able to guarantee results as much as we would if we were able to redesign the site first. Now, that being said, we can't guarantee results because we don't own Google. Google doesn't allow SEO companies to guarantee anything, but we have, again, like I said, a strong proven track record of the work that we've done for many of our clients. So Hopefully this video has been informative for you and has kind of given you a bunch of information that even if you don't choose us, you have the ammunition to go out and revamp some of the stuff yourself. And feel free to go ahead and use the knowledge that we've been able to impart to you to do so. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them over to me. If you do want to go ahead and get started with either the web redesign and or the SEO, feel free to contact me. You have my contact information, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.